Namaste, friends and viewers. Today we have come up with a very important topic. The very common name in almost all the households these days, I must say. It is polycystic ovarian disease or polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is in short called PCOD or PCOS. And it is like how we talk about the common topics that we have for discussion. PCOD has become one such. We have heard a lot of women speak amongst themselves that I have PCOD, it is causing a lot of trouble and all that. But what we have to understand in terms of PCOD is, okay, before I talk about PCOD, let me give you this one point that I want all of you to ingrain in your mind. What is a special quality of a woman? She nurtures, and that is her very important and a very special nature and a quality that she has for herself. So the sensitivity for a lot of issues in a woman is a double-edged sword. At times she can, because of her sensitivity, her nurturing quality is very good. She can tend to what is required in herself and in the family and in the society. And at the same time, the sensitivity can, become it can rebound on herself, and her body and mind starts becoming sensitive and reactive to a lot of changes that she encounters in her day-to-day lives. And I think that is the major shift that is happening these days. A woman is taking care of the house, taking care of the family, taking care of herself. She has to meet her professional challenges as well, along with the personal life. And with all of this, somewhere she is losing out on her basic quality of nurturing. She is not able to nurture herself, nor is she able to nurture the family, because she is trying to do everything. Okay, and I do not want to comment on whether it is good or bad, because again there's probably concepts of feminism will come into the picture. But let me talk about what are the impact of the changes that she's encountering on the health, especially in relation to PCOD. So in PCOD, what is happening? The cysts in the ovary are not allowing the ovulation to happen properly. So if there is no ovulation, there is irregular cycles. There is, of course, if a woman is trying to conceive and trying for her parenthood, she is not able to conceive. There is going to be infertility, right? When we talk about syndrome, of course, there are a lot of other symptoms that come along, a lot of other physiological changes that come along. But with this, what is happening? See, cysts is collection of fluid, right? Collection of fluid in a bag. So there is, which means in terms of acupuncture, in terms of traditional medicine, there is some amount of stagnation. Why is stagnation inside of body happening? Because there's a lot of stagnation for her body externally. There's a lot of stagnation in the mind in terms of stress. There's a lot of stagnation happening because of the food. There's a lot of imbalances in the energy that is happening because of disrupted lifestyle. We don't eat at the right times. We don't sleep at the time that we have to sleep. We are working throughout. Some women have night shifts. Some, even if they do not have night shifts, they are attracted towards the screen, phone. So there's a lot of imbalance that's happening in the life of a woman, and that is causing a lot of disturbance outside that is visible, as well as inside of the body. So if there is energy imbalance, the body will tend to show symptoms. And for a woman, like I said, her sensitivity to any change, because of the change in the lifestyle, food habits, sleep patterns, stressors, her body becomes so reactive, and the first system that starts responding is the endocrine system. And endocrine system is to do with the hormones. So all the hormones in the body will start going haywire. It could be thyroid, it could be to do with the ovarian reproductive system. But if you see, there is a connection. A lot of women with PCOD also have hypothyroidism, right? So, and again, another hormonal imbalance, that's diabetes, will set in with insulin resistance as one of the physiological complication with PCOD. So if you understand, there is a lot of stagnation, right? There's a lot of imbalance. How do you correct it with acupuncture? Or are you saying that taking acupuncture will solve all of this? I must be frank with you, acupuncture is not going to solve your problem. It is only going to be a support system. It is going to aid you in your process of solving your problem. So what should you do to solve your problem? Majorly make a very huge shift in your lifestyle, very huge shift in the way you react to the situations. So with that, if you are taking acupuncture, if you are practicing yoga, they are going to be a support system. Yoga is going to be a major supportive system in bringing that change in you, and acupuncture is going to add in a lot of ways. It is going to bring in metabolic harmony. It is going to bring in reduce the low grade inflammation in the cells that is resulting in the insulin resistance. It is going to help clear the cysts, and in the movement of the ovum in the cycles, every month cycle, it is going to help in regulating the endometrial thickness. It is going to help you in managing your stress. So with all of this, acupuncture is going to be a very good support system if you decide today to change your lifestyle and get back to track. If you are going to say that my lifestyle is not going to change, I'm going to work late night, I'm going to eat late night, I cannot exercise, I do not have time, because these are the excuses that we get. If we talk about lifestyle modification, they say, I don't have time to exercise, I don't have time to eat at the right time. So if you give all of these excuses, acupuncture should also give you excuses. It cannot show some miracles to happen. But if you decide to change your lifestyle, acupuncture is going to hasten the process of recovery. Just with lifestyle modification, you can probably get back to your health, but acupuncture is going to hasten the process. It's going to take care of a lot of side effects, a lot of other complications that you might be going through. So if you really want to get back to your health, get back to your womanhood of nurturing, being positively sensitive to the world around you, to being positively sensitive to your own requirements, you have to make a huge change in the way you're approaching your life. I am telling this being a woman, I am experiencing the change in my own self, and I think all of us need to have this change of approach, so that we as women are special because of what we are, and not succumb to the challenges of the life. So with lifestyle modification, acupuncture is going to help you a great deal in bringing your life to balance by bringing the energies into balance. I hope all of you will be ready to make this shift in yourselves, and I'm very hopeful that you've received the information that you were looking out for. Please feel free to contact us for any further queries, for any doubts and clarifications that you have, and also your suggestions for further topics that you want us to come up with. Thank you very much.